Hi, my name is Tim Waterfill. We're going to do a little exhibition here on the proper way to hang or prepare things to be hung that are not framed. And that includes items that are on foam core or on crescent board, that kind of material. So first I'll show you a completed piece. We're using transparent adhesive pieces right here, which this is an example of. And you can see that it still has the adhesive cover on the back. And also, this doesn't necessarily have it, but we're recommending strongly that you use a woven wire. They come together better. The process is, of course, to stick these pieces the same distance from the top. And also to put your wire through the two and wind the ends quite a bit. As you can see here, that's probably wound an inch. That's probably the minimal amount. Also, this might even have a little bit too much slack in it, because with that kind of slack, the hanging mechanism is going to show. So it's better to have this tight, not completely tight, but fairly tight across here so your hanging mechanism will not show. Many times we use these command strips. So this particular one just has maybe 1/4 of an inch from where it hangs to the top. That may not be the case with the piece that you're using. It may be a lot bigger distance, so we want to protect from this little piece showing by making that wire taut as possible. Here's an example of the strand cable that we suggest that you use. It's woven together. So it gives flexibility, but when you do twist it up upon itself, it stays in place that way. And these items you can get probably at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Frame It here in Sellersburg. There are probably other places like Preston Art Supply in Louisville that you can get both these hangers and the cable. Here's another example. This is on a piece that's shrink wrapped, and actually we want to show this for two reasons, both for the shrink wrapping and the hanging. But this is something that Frame It does. If you can maybe be able to tell that this has got a shrink wrap plastic cover on it. Maybe you can tell there where it's a little bit bubbled away. But it's great because it still gives you some protection of your piece. That would be hanging in a gallery or other places, and it's very affordable as opposed to doing a complete glass and frame situation. These are a little bit different type of hanging device. Works the same way, and again, as you can see, this is another braided wire, except this has a plastic coat on it, and this one's a little bit tighter, as you can see also. So that would work a little bit better as far as your hanging device showing. Now another hanging method, this is a foam core piece, probably 1/4 inch or more, are the serrated pieces that can actually just be punched into this foam core. That doesn't obviously work for other substrates, but this is another hanging mechanism that's very successful for a gallery. Again, the thing on here is dimensioning and location. This has to be right in the center of the piece, so our hanging mechanism can sit on there. You've got a little bit of leeway in the teeth, but not a whole lot of leeway. But that's another option, especially if you're using something like foam core. But the key is, for all of this, to consider where it's going to be hanging. Consider that it's going to be possibly roughed around a little bit, so it needs to be some type of hanging mechanism that's going to put up with any kind of heavy-duty abuse that it might receive. So we strongly recommend not using things like duct tape, regular tape. They simply don't hold wires in place. Use a product that's designed for that specific use, which are the hanging pieces like this one, and the proper braided cables that go with it. Thank you.